Very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Let's Learn Together. So, we have seen about the accommodation of Sri Lanka and their status, how they have dealt with the situation. We have seen that thousands of people lost their life also in Sri Lanka. And at last, in 2009, they came, they got the things, the Sinhala community as well as the Sri Lankan Tamils. They are now living together. But let us see what happened in Belgium. And Belgium was having a, yes, they were also different type of people, and especially language is again here, over here is a bar, is a wall between the people, language again. But the Belgian leaders took a different path. They are really working opposite of the Sri Lankan leaders. The Belgian leaders, they really took a very different path. Let us see what they have done in Belgium. They accepted, the leaders accepted the existence of both, that is the regional local differences as well as the cultural diversities. Means they wanted to live together with all, so they accepted the existence of the regional, that is means local differences, whatever the different type of people were speaking different languages, they accepted. And even they accepted the different cultural diversities also. Varieties of culture was also there in Belgium, we have seen. So the leaders over here, they don't want to dominate. 59% we have seen, 59% were speaking Dutch language, but they didn't think of, you can say, to dominate over the 40% of the French speaking people. But there was a possibility that they can also dominate on those 40% French speaking people, but not, it was not so. They haven't dominated, they accepted, instead they accepted the existence of both, the differences in the local languages and the local people, and they accepted both the varieties of culture activities going on in their country. So the leaders were here, according to us, is very good. They have done a really good job. And between 1970 to 1993, it means around 23 years. In these 23 years, they modified their constitution 4 times. For what? They modified the constitution for what? To work out an arrangement so that they can finally make an arrangement that would enable everyone to live together within the same country. That is the reason they modified the constitution. They changed the constitution again and again for the 4 times in these 23 years. For what? To make an arrangement, or to make a suitable arrangement so that everyone can live in the country together. That was the thinking of the leaders of the Belgian. That was really a great thinking of the Belgium leaders. The arrangement they worked out is different from any other country, and it's quite innovative also. उन लोगों का arrangement, it was really quite different, and that is unique in the world also, and it was very innovative also. So now you, as a student, you must be eager to know what was the arrangement in the Belgium. What was the arrangement in the, or what was the rules and regulations framed in the constitution, so that they are living together. Even 59% of the people are speaking Dutch, and 40% only, they are the minority one, they are speaking the French language, but they are living together. That is really quite opposite to Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan could also do this particular thing also, but they haven't. Their leaders were having different type of thinking. So we are going to discuss few of the arrangement that was taken by, or that was implemented by the Belgium leaders. Let us see the arrangement. We will highlight or discuss few of the changes in the constitution of Belgium. Let us see. Number one, constitution prescribes that the number of Dutch and the French speaking ministers, and I pointed out that the ministers who will be in the constitution, they will be equal in number in the central government. Means the number of ministers of the Dutch and the numbers of ministers from the French speaking people, they will be equal. Number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. And you know about the central government, and all the rules and regulations framed by the central government, it should be followed by throughout the country. So the ministers who will be in the central government, they will be equal in number. And according to what? According to the speaking, according to the language. Number of Dutch speaking and number of French speaking ministers will always be equal in the in the central government. That is the one of the thing that is written in the constitution. So that was really quite working out. And even here, over here, you can see the number of Dutch people, they could, there was a possibility, they could deny this particular arrangement because they were in great in number, 59% they were, so they could deny, but they haven't done this one. They have minimized and they have what adjusted, and they really done a great job that the number of ministers will be equal in the central as well as the central government. Next one, special laws require the support of the majority of members from each linguistic group. You can see over here, each linguistic group, that is language group, means special provision will be provided to the majority of the members of each linguistic group. That is the group of the Dutch speaking people and the group of the French speaking people. Special laws will be there for each of them, each of the linguistic group. And there was one person also, Germany speaking, so that no single community can make decisions unilaterally. That is एक तरफा decision ताकि कोई नहीं ले पाए. That's why there was the second provision in the constitution that special law will be required. Means normal law or the law which is equal for all, that will be equal for each linguistic group. And if you want to support a particular member of any linguistic group, then there will be a requirement of what? Special law. And you can see over here that they cannot frame a special law without the consent of the Dutch and the French speaking ministers, because they are equal in number. So special law can only be framed to help a particular linguistic group, only can be framed if both the ministers, from the Dutch and the French ministers, they will allow it. They will be ready to make some special law to support a particular linguistic group. So that is quite good, my dear students over here, that special law can only be framed with the consent of the number of Dutch and the French speaking ministers, because they are unequal in number. So they cannot do any injustice, or they cannot favor, or they cannot do any preference to any of the linguistic group, because the ministers are equal in number in the central government. And that is also one of the reason that none of the single community can make decisions unilaterally. है ना, कोई भी एक तरफा डिसीजन नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि मिनिस्टर्स जो है वो इक्वल है, डच के भी और फ्रेंच के भी, तो एक तरफा डिसीजन नहीं हो सकता. So that was a great provision in the constitution, and we should praise this one. Many parts of the central government have been given to state government of the two regions of the country. Now, especially the country of Belgium was divided into two regions, the French speaking and the Dutch speaking. So many parts of the central government was given to the state government also, so they can also frame rules and regulations according to their region, according to their area also. So a lot of power was given to the state government also. Like in India also, we are having state government and central government. So in India also, state government is having, they are also having a lot of power. They can also make rules and regulations, but by following the constitution only. No one can go against the constitution. So everything will be done according to the constitution, but some laws, some provisions, some power was given to the state government also, so that they can manage according to their situation. So the state government are not subordinate or inferior. The state government here are not subordinate or inferior or lower to the central government. So the state government are also not seen as the inferior. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को भी यहाँ नहीं देखा जा रहा है नीचे नजर से या लोअर नहीं समझा जाता है. मींस स्टेट गवर्नमेंट and central government are seen with the same eye. means they have the same power. Some power only given to the state government, but the powers are same over there. So they are not thinking about the state government that they are subordinate or they are the branch of the central government. Means they are not lower than the central government. They are also having the power. Let us see the third provision. Now that is quite interesting, my dear student. As we have seen in Brussels, that 80% of the people were French speaking, 80%, and only 20% were the people who speak Dutch. Now in Brussels, the French speaking ministers or the French speaking people, they could dominate. There was a possibility that they could dominate in the Brussels, that is the capital of the country, the capital of Belgium. But over here you can see that Brussels has a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation in Belgium, Brussels also. So as we have seen, the Dutch speaking people who are 59% in number, they have allowed the French speaking people to stay in equal number in the central government. So now it was the turn of the French speaking people to do something good, and they have also done. In Brussels, that is the capital, they were 80% in population and they were in 80% people French speaking were there, but they have also allowed equal representation in the capital of Belgium, that is Brussels also. So we know tit for tat. So if they have allowed the French speaking people in the central government to stay in the equal number, so the French speaking people has also allowed the Dutch speaking people in Brussels, that is the capital of Belgium, to have equal representation. है ना, दोनों हाथों से ताली बजती है, हम लोगों को पता है. तो एक तरफ आपने देखा कि डच स्पीकिंग पीपल ने अलाउ किया सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में कि फ्रेंच स्पीकिंग मिनिस्टर्स इक्वल रहेंगे. लाइकवाइज ब्रुसेल्स में भी फ्रेंच स्पीकिंग पीपल ने अलाउ किया डच स्पीकिंग पीपल को कि वो लोग भी ठीक है इक्वल इन नंबर हम लोग वहां पर भी रहेंगे, है ना, वी विल रिप्रेजेंट इक्वली. So that was really good, quite good arrangement, which is really unique in this particular world. Let us see और क्या arrangement है. The French speaking people accepted, that is the reason, that is the reason framed over there that I just told you. Let me come back to the previous slide. Yes, the French speaking people accepted equal representation in the capital, that is the Brussels. And why? Because the Dutch speaking people who were 59% in the total population of the country, so because the Dutch speaking community has accepted equal representation in the state government, central government, that was one of the reasons. So Dutch speaking people accepted their equal representation in the central government. So on the other hand, French speaking people also accepted equal representation in the capital of the country, that is Brussels. So that is the tit for tat, means if you will do good, then you will also receive good. If you will respect other, then you will also be respected, my dear students. That is the thing the nature has given us. Okay, my students. So we have seen that there was a lot of changes done by the Constitution of Belgium, or you can see the Belgium leaders have done a great job over here to unite the people and live together in the same country. Even they are different in speaking in languages. That doesn't matter. So we will look at few more changes that they have done. Let us see. Constitution prescribes that the number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the state government. Oh, that we have seen too. Let us move to our next slide. Oh, there is a question for you all to think. What kind of a solution is this? I am glad our constitution does not say which minister will come from which community. Yes, that is a great question over here. In India, our constitution does not provide such a sense over here that if there will be suppose if there are 100 ministers will be there in the central government, then 50 ministers will come from Hindu religion and 50 ministers will come from Muslim religion. There is no such arrangement in our constitution. So that student who is there in your screen, she is very glad that such a situation is not there in our country. So what kind of solution is this she is saying? She is really worried of. So she want to have your opinions also, my dear students. So your all requests to write in the comment section also, and you can debate over here also with me along with other students. Next topic, let us see. You can see over what is there in the topic, what you can see over there. See over here. Uh, there is a tag. There two different tags are there, and which is been in the streets. Huh? You can find this type of things in the streets also, showing the direction towards any particular point. So here, what is the difference over here that you can see in this particular direction, which might be fine in the streets also, that they are in two different languages. On the upper side, you can see written Montagneburg Street. That is in French language. That is the name of the street, written in French language. And the other one you can see over a Grand Place Growth Market. That is the same thing written in another language. That is the Dutch language. And why is there so? Because the Constitution provided the one of the point was there in the constitution that there will be equal ministers, equality will prevail throughout the country, and that is why this particular arrangement has also been done, so that there should people of that particular Belgium country cannot feel that they are in unequal. So to make them feel equal, that they are all equal, so this type of arrangement has also been done throughout the country, so that equality should prevail throughout the country. Everywhere the name of the restaurants or name of the market, name of the places, park, business places, buildings, everywhere you can find that it has been provided in written in two languages, both the languages, the Dutch language as well as the French language. For what? So that the people should not feel inequality over there. They should feel that yes, my language is also there, and the people of the Dutch will also feel that yes, my language is also there. So that was the thing. That was the division in the country. We have seen that 59% of the Dutch people were there, and only 40% were French people. But they want to live together peacefully, and that is one of the really quite amazing and unique arrangement in the country that you will never find anywhere in the world. That is really quite unique one. Let us move ahead. You can see the photograph here is of a street address in Belgium, and you will notice that the place names and directions are in two languages, French and Dutch. I have taken help from our French teacher Bipin sir, and he told me that the first upper one is the French language, written in French, and the other one obviously it is written in Dutch language. So that's why I'm able to tell you also that the upper one is written in French language. And you are also a French student and you also learn French, so you might be also understanding what is written there. But what is written there, the name of the place and the directions are written, and both are written in two languages. That is the thing that was prevailing throughout the country. Let us move ahead, my students. Community government in Belgium, that is our new topic. What is a community government? First, we will discuss about that one. You can see apart from the central and the state government, there is a third kind of government known as community government that was still existing in Belgium. That was the time a community government was also there. So in India, we also find there are central government and state government, but we don't have third government in India, that is community government. But that community government was there in Belgium, and let us see what was that. The community government is elected by people belonging to one language community. We have seen that there were three type of speakers throughout Belgium. 59% of them were speaking Dutch, 40% were speaking French, and only 1% was there who were speaking German. So they have formed such a type of government, community government, which is elected by the people, and they used to elect their type of representative, their language telling, their language speaking representative belonging to their community. So that was a community. You can see that was you can say that that is a local government. Like in India, we are also having panchayat is there in the village side. You can see. So panchayat is used to look after the affairs of the local people, in that area. So likewise, they have also formed there in the Belgium that community government, that is the government which is elected by the people of that particular community or of that particular language in that particular area. So that was the third type of government in Belgium, known as the community government. Now the government has the power regarding cultural. Which government I'm talking about over here? That's community government. So the community government is having the power regarding cultural, educational, as well as language related issues. Means that particular local government will take care, of the issues, or will take care for the and work for the progress of this particular cultural, educational and language issues. They will take care in that particular area where they have been elected by the people. So this type of government, that is community government, should also be there everywhere, so that the issues of that particular area should be solved then and there by that particular local government. Like in India, we are having a panchayats also, so that was really good. Now let us see what were the results of these arrangements. The arrangements have worked well so far. Means the people are living together peacefully, and if the people are living peacefully together in a country, and I don't think that there is no much requirement above this. If the people are peacefully living, then the arrangement is quite handsome and that is quite good. Nothing could be more better than this one if the arrangements are working very well. So they helped to avoid these type of arrangements that we have seen, that 50-50% will be the central government ministers, and 50-50% will also be the representative in the capital of Belgium also, that is Brussels. So this type of arrangement, if it is working well, then nothing is more better than this one. And such type of arrangement can also avoid the civic conflict, that is the civil war. People will not fight with each other in the country. As they are living peacefully, then they can think of the progress of the country, they can think of the development of the country, because they are living peacefully and they are working together. So they help to these arrangements help to avoid civic conflict between two major communities. Major communities were there, and 59% were the Dutch one and the 40% were the French one. So they were the major communities and they were working together. So a possible division of the country on linguistic line that really avoided. Means the country has not been divided according to the language, because they are living together. But in the case of Sri Lanka, my dear students, what we have seen, that the country was divided as according to the language. 74%, the people who are there, those who were Sinhala speaking speakers, they have dominated in Sri Lanka. But in this case, you can see, my students, that there is no such division in the country. People are living together peacefully by making these type of arrangements. And this is really very frequently asked question in the board examination, according to the about the result of the arrangements or about the arrangement that have been done in Belgium. So better you must revise it again and again to answer these questions. So we let us deal with the last point also. When many countries of Europe came together to form the European Union, they have chosen Brussels as the headquarters. Let us see. That is a great and giant step taken by the European Union. When many countries of Europe, they came together and they formed that European Union, means they will unite and they will take decisions for the whole, all the countries who are in the Europe continent. So when they thought of where should they set up their headquarters, they chose Brussels. Why they have chosen Brussels? Because they have seen that throughout Europe, Brussels is the only place where people are living peacefully, equally, without fighting with each other. They are living peacefully and equally, and that is one of the main reasons that Brussels was chosen as the headquarters of the European Union, my dear students. So my students, okay, that is one more question to think. So you are saying that sharing of power makes us more powerful, because we have seen that in Belgium they have shared the power equally. German speaking people, Dutch speaking people, as well as the French speaking people were equal in number, even in the central government and even in the central Brussels, that is the capital of the country. They were quite equal in number. So here that particular boy is asking question over there. So you are saying that sharing of power makes us powerful, and that sounds odd to him, and he is saying that let me think. So my dear students, hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.